Their support for terrorism is not as threatening to the United States. Why do you think the administration is being so strong on the so-called Iran threat?
Because it's part of this plan that was put in place, or they put it on paper in 1997, and that was that the United States is going to get control of the world's oil. How we're going to do it is one, and 9/11 gave them the excuse. What they did is they didn't have to go into Iraq. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11, and so they had this excuse, went into Iraq, grabbed their oil, and that's the largest pool of oil that we know of in the world right now, then to go into Iran, that's where the oil is, and then go into Syria and Lebanon, and then the ultimate, invade Saudi Arabia and get control of their oil. So now we would have the world in the palm of our hands economically, American economic hegemony, and then what we would do is we'd back that up in case anybody didn't like what we just did. We'd back that up with our military might. I don't think, and I know the American people don't buy into that. That is a scenario for disaster, and so we're seeing the disaster. There were elements of that with the Vietnam War. We now see those same elements rear their head with the Iraq War. The only way we can solve this problem is to get out, pursue diplomacy, and recognize you cannot bring democracy at the point of a gun. You can only bring democracy by example. People will emulate us around the world because they admire us not for our military might. They admire us for our thinking, for our views, and our values with respect to freedom and justice and equality.